In 1989, infamous publisher of movie license games LJN released a Friday the 13th game on NES developed by Atlus, better known nowadays for the JRPG Persona franchise. Needless to say, it was a broken mess that barely had any similarities to the slasher franchise. Since then, everyone's favorite hockey mask killer was featured in a couple of games, such as in the fan-made Terrordrome and in NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat 10, together with other horror icons like Predator and Leatherface. Now, almost 30 years after his last standalone appearance in a game, Jason Voorhees is back, and he never looks better. Developed by IllFonic and published by Gun Media, Friday the 13th the game is a multiplayer survival horror game that was funded mainly through a Kickstarter. What makes the game special is who collaborated. Special effects god Tom Savini designed the kills, Harry Manfredini composed the soundtrack, Kane Hodder, who is easily the best Jason stuntman, motion captured as the killer, and Thom Matthews reprises his role as Tommy Jarvis from Part 6. The developers have promised that in the following months there will be major updates to that, for example a single player mode, which is still unclear whether or not it has a campaign or simply adds bots. There will also be newer Jasons, especially Jason from Part 10, and newer maps like the yacht from Jason Takes Manhattan. Each match has 8 players, and their role is randomly selected, even though you can choose which you prefer to play as more often. 7 players become camp counselors, and 1 player becomes Jason. As of right now, there are a total of 10 counselors and 6 Jasons that you can choose from. Counselors all have different stats. One can sprint longer, one is stealthier, one has more strength, etc. And you can customize their appearance with new clothes unlocked when you level up, and you can also spend points to roll a perk that is available for each character.
The window for some reason. Bullshit, honestly. I didn't even hold.
Yes, I was lucky.
Damn it, no!
Ah, I got you, man, I got you. Oh, your eyes are mine!
The pros and cons of Jason vary depending on which iteration of the character you're playing as. Part 2 Jason can sprint and has a pickaxe, but cannot move fast underwater. Part 6 Jason is great at shifting and throwing knives, but he cannot run. Part 7 Jason has a machete and can move fast underwater, and yada yada yada, so on and so forth.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did. Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. You like that, asshole? They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
When you're playing as a counselor, your objective is to escape from the camp while avoiding Jason. There are multiple ways to win. You can repair a car by finding batteries and fuel, you can use a boat that needs a propeller and gas, you can call the police and run to them as soon as they arrive, you can also call Tommy Jarvis, which respawns a dead player or an escaped player, and his role is fundamental if you're trying to kill Jason. Around the camp, players can find weapons to use, first aid sprays, maps, walkie-talkies, firecrackers, pocket knives, and hiding spots in order to defend themselves. There is also an overly complex fear system that increases when you're chased or see dead bodies, but it's still very hard to manage. When you're playing as Jason, you have 4 abilities that unlock over time and need to recharge after you use them. Morph allows you to teleport anywhere on the map. Sense makes nearby counselors that are scared or making noise visibly red to make them easier to find. Shift lets you move really fast for a limited time in order to catch up to other players. Stalk removes the music of Jason for the counselor so that they don't hear him approaching.
No! Oh my god!
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Other than the weapon you start with, you can throw knives, plant bear traps, or grab counselors to insta-kill them using the environment or user-chosen skills that you can unlock with points. I was fortunate enough to play this game after the disastrous launch, and I can safely say that I had no problems in finding games with low ping and delay. However, graphically speaking, the game is a mixed bag. There are a multitude of bugs and clipping problems that, while not game-breaking, are still rather jarring when they happen. The facial animations of the fearful counselors are unintentionally hilarious, and some cabins feel like they were copy-pasted in terms of layout. Still, the free available camps and different versions of the killer are very faithful to their respective movies. Also, the bugs I encountered never really bothered me as much as it did to other players. The first couple of matches of the game were fine, but I wasn't really having the time of my life. But as soon as I plugged my microphone in and started using the voice chat, the game became instantly more fun. Talking with other players, cooperating and chatting with Jason while he's putting a machete in your skull are some of the most fun moments I had in a multiplayer game ever, honestly. The sense of camaraderie and brotherhood that develops with other players is a one-of-a-kind experience that made me keep playing the game for well over 10 hours in just a couple of days.
Run!
Sorry. Oh, sorry, mate.
I have fight with her.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
Wait!
One more spot! Run! One more spot!
The only real issue? There are so many Chinese and Russian players that don't speak a word of English, and I frequently found myself in servers where 5 players were just chatting in Russian.
А смысл, блин, давать тебе Джейсона, если ты всех убьешь?
Не, чувак,
И это будет вообще не забавно, не смешно.
я shift-grab не умею. У меня руки кривые.
А руки кривые, блин. Ты мне угрожал такими вещами, блин, что я даже боялся, блин, играя за Джейсона.
Overall, while the game is buggy at the moment, the amount of enjoyment you get by chatting with other players, by cooperating and trying to both escape and kill is so high that I think that this is a game worth buying, especially if you set your expectations right and if you love the Friday the 13th franchise. But still guys, what do you think of Friday the 13th the game? Do you like it or do you dislike it? And do you also know the movie franchise? Tell me in the comments below which is your favorite movie. Thanks as always for watching, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Go!